Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you lovebirds out there. It is Valentine's Day morning, the day that I am filming this video, and I wish you guys nothing but a day full of love and full of sweet treats. Today I'm gonna do a full face of makeup, of indie makeup that I love. Now I'm not able to include all of my favorite and my well-loved indie makeup brands, but I have quite a few that are up here on my favorites list, and I put them all in this basket. We are going to be working with the new Adept Cosmetics palette. This was in their mystery box. I have some Sugar Drizzle here. I have some Kosas. I have some Game Beauty. I have some new Tower 28 that just dropped this morning. So I'm really excited for this full face of indie makeup brands that I love. If it is your first time here on my channel, I want to say hello and welcome to all of you. My name is Steff, and this is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. You're always going to see new makeup reviews. That is the primary content here on my channel. I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos. If that sounds great to you and you want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, do me a favor, click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan, a lover of indie makeup, just the same as I am, give this video a thumbs up before you go. I will have everything that I'm using linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links I'm going to have are going to be affiliate links, and I'm also going to have codes if I have a code with any of these brands. So if you do end up shopping through the codes or through the links, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Let's dive on into it, guys. Let's get ready for Valentine's Day together. If you guys want to see how this full face of indie makeup loves turns out, keep on watching. Alright, let's start with primer, and I'm going to go in with this one from Dermatology. This is their #1 primer that's going to blur and prep the skin for foundation application. Now, Dermatology is, of course, a skincare brand, and I actually do use a lot of their skincare products. A lot of them are really good, especially their sunscreens. They have really good sunscreens. They have a tinted sunscreen, and they have a regular sunscreen. I've been using their products for quite some time. They did send me this particular primer in PR. I want to say this is like maybe the 3rd time that I use this one. It feels like it's a silicone-based primer. There's a bit of a slip to it, but I do see the blurring effect that it does provide. Now I'm going to add a little bit of this new one from Kosas. This is their Glow IV, and this is just going to do exactly what it says. It's going to provide a nice glow to the complexion. I'm going to reserve this more so for the perimeter of my face. And I'm just using this little Tarte brush that I got. I think I got this when I got the Power Flex concealer. I'm just going to focus this right up here. I'm also going to focus this on the cheekbones. So tell me, what do you all have planned for Valentine's Day? I'm getting ready to go to work. So when I get out of work, I am definitely going to have a nice dinner. I'm thinking seafood, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Hopefully some of you guys were able to celebrate this past weekend. I know this past weekend was Super Bowl weekend, and so there was probably a lot of celebrating done with that in general. But hopefully you got time to spend with your loved ones. If not, definitely today. This is such a beautiful product. This is definitely something that can be worn alone or just on top of your sunscreen. You don't need to do this like under makeup or anything. This is definitely a standalone product, and I've really been enjoying it. Now for foundation, we're gonna go in with this one from Tower 28. This is their Sunny Days tinted sunscreen, and this one is in the shade Melrose. I'm gonna use that same brush and just start blending this into the skin. I think we are in for some sunny weather today. Yesterday was so windy. Like, my eyes have been so itchy. I was a little hesitant to film this morning just because I woke up and my eyes were still itchy. Like, it was windy, like very windy. Everything was falling over. So I hate wearing makeup or doing my eye makeup on days like that, just because I'm always having to like rub and I get like little tears. But I took some medicine, so hopefully I'll be okay. I'm just gonna press over everything with my damp sponge. Now for concealer, I'm gonna go in with this one from Dominique Cosmetics. I wanna say this is the Wide Awake concealer, and I have the shade Oat Milk. This is one of those concealers that has that stainless steel applicator, and this feels so, so good, especially right now. I also have the setting powder, but I'm not going to use the setting powder today. I have another brand that I love, and I want to show that one some love today. Just scribbled all over my face with concealer. I'm going to use my BK A506 just to start blending that out. Now before I go in and set my makeup, I'm going to go in with this new contour from Tower 28. Tower 28 was kind enough to send me this in PR. This is called their Sculptino, and they sent me the shade Getty. I don't know if Getty was the first or second shade. There are 4 different shades. These just dropped today on the Sephora app, and they drop, I think, on the website and at other Tower 28 retailers tomorrow. So these look really interesting. This is going to be a matte. It says it's going to be a natural finish, but when you compare it to Bronzino, which is their illuminating bronzer, there is a huge, huge difference. So we're going to go in with this one today. I'm really excited for this one. I'm going to use my Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, and I'm just going to focus this closer to the hairline. They have a nice little graphic on the Sephora website that show exactly or tell you exactly where to place either this product or Bronzino, which is, of course is their luminous cream bronzer. I have that one. I think it's beautiful. I've used it for a long, long time. Am I using it in today's video? No, I'm not using it in today's video. I'm actually just using this in place of bronzer in today's video, because I really want to play up blush. That's nice. And they had some really deep tones. It seems like a pretty good product. I think if you like the other one, Bronzino, I think this might be something that you might enjoy, or if you felt like that was just a little too illuminating, then this might be something you'd want to check out. They retail for about, I think they're 20 bucks. And I guess I'll do a little bit right here under my cheekbone. I think it's a nice shade. Getty, that is the shade they sent me. I also want to try their new little lip crayons. I don't think that's the official name, but they just look like little crayons for the lips. I think they have 4 or 5 different shades in those. Actually, I think I ordered one. I placed an order from Sephora yesterday. It looks nice. That's a nice shade on me. Available today on the app, available on the website, perhaps in stores. I don't know if they sell Tower 28 in stores. But full launch is tomorrow. So now that I'm done with all of my cream products, I'm going to set my face, and I'm going to use the setting spray from Half Magic Beauty. This is called their Lock Hydrating Set and Refresh Mist. Just going to press over everything with my damp sponge. Make sure there are no water droplets. Now I'm going to go in with some of the Nikia Joy Cosmetics. This is her Velvet Finishing Powder. This is one of those powder puffs that I picked up from Temu. Which, by the way, did you see the Temu Super Bowl ads? Wow. They must be doing really good if they can afford to get a spot during Super Bowl. And of course, I've been seeing them afterwards, but that was the first time I had seen one of their commercials. I still need to do my Temu try-on haul. Trying on all the products that I got. That is on the agenda for this week. Alright, now it's time to play with blush, and I'm going to use these two new ones from Game Beauty. I recently reviewed their Persona 5 Royal Collection, and these were 2 out of the 4 blushes that were included. So we have a pink and a red, so I'm going to start first with the red blush, and I'm going to use my little BK, I always forget the name of it, BK 109? No, 112. Use the 112. And then I'm also going to use the pink one. It is just so pigmented. I'm going to focus this a little bit lower and then into the hairline. Wow. I think Game Beauty did a phenomenal job with the collection. It's a very large collection. But if you're a fan of this video game, then you'll appreciate everything that they included. I think you'll most definitely appreciate the packaging. This looks crazy, don't worry, we're gonna fix it. Now I'm gonna go in with the pink. Alright, so we definitely have some rosy cheeks. I'm gonna get a little bit of the powder that was left over on my puff. Alright, so we definitely have some rosy cheeks on this Valentine's Day. Perfect. I think that is exactly what we should have. Now for highlighter. Where is the highlighter that I chose? Here it is. From Sugar Drizzle. We're going to go in with On Top of the Mountain and Beneath the Stars palette. I think the one I'm going to go in with is this one right here. This one is called Love and Stars. I'm using my Shop Miss A F19. What is your favorite type of candy for Valentine's Day? I mean, I think chocolate is a given. I love like chocolate covered almonds or chocolate covered cashews, things like that. Or chocolate and peanut butter is always a favorite. Now I'm just gonna go over everything with the blush brush, no additional product. Glowy pink and red cheeks. It matches my blazer perfectly. I'm gonna pop off camera and I'm gonna do brows, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm finally gonna get a chance to play with this new Adept Cosmetics palette. Alright, brows are on, and now it's time to play with this new Adept. I think it's a La Cienega palette. This was in their mystery box for this spring, and I think it looks beautiful. I'm shocked that we're getting 10 matte shades. I think that's a first for Adept Cosmetics, but I love it. So let's see. I think I'm going to start with this shade first. The shade is called Del Aire, right? And then I'm gonna go into the 105 Freeway, and then work my way over to Lennox. I'm going to use my BK A503 for Del Aire. And yesterday I had a day off from work, and I said I was going to wash all of my brushes. That didn't happen. I forgot. I literally forgot to do it. It was on the to-do list for the weekend, and I forgot. I guess it's going to have to wait for sometime in the middle of the week or next weekend. Did I tell you guys what brush I'm using? The A503 from BK. And I did prime my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Primer. Now on a BK 211, I'm going in with the shade 105, the 105 Freeway. I didn't read up on what this palette is referencing. So if you guys want to let me know in the comments, you can. I know that their inspired palette, because you all told me, is inspired by Arrow, which is a comic strip that they turned into a TV show, I believe. I don't know what this one is. No, this did come, again, in the mystery box. And, I mean, I'm not don't think I'm spoiling it for anybody because it's been all over YouTube and social media. I'm probably the last person to be doing a video with it. But you do get 8 different eyeliners. So I know quite a few people were a little upset with that. They weren't expecting 8 of the same thing, and especially because they're like, I think holographic liners, or they're duochrome liners, something like that. They're liquid liners. Not everybody wears those types of liners, at least on a daily basis. Same here. You know, I go more for colorful liners in the lower waterline or on the lower lash line. You know, sometimes I'll do a colorful liner on my top lash line, but for the most part, I'm usually just tight lining on the top lash line. So I don't always reach for those types of liners, and I have some. I have some from Unearthly, and I have some from She Glam. And unfortunately, I don't get a lot of use out of them. So I myself was a little disappointed with that. I was expecting like some lip products. I was expecting maybe like a matte bronzer. I was expecting maybe like a blush duo. I know they have their face palettes and I love their face palettes, but those are all glowy face palettes. So I was hoping for maybe like a highlighter, a mascara, something, you know. I wasn't expecting 8 of the same thing. So yeah, I mean, I'm always happy to support the brand. Adept, it has become one of my favorite indie makeup brands. Like, they do their shadows so well, especially like their shimmer formula. It's just beautiful. And I'm happy to see these last 2 palettes, which I wish would have launched differently. Like, I wish they wouldn't have launched together. I felt like, you know, I felt like a lot of you probably bought both because you knew that they were limited edition. Well, at least the Inspired palette is limited edition, and I mean, you ended up spending a lot of money. I know I spent almost $200 getting both things, and that's because, you know, there's discount codes out there. I have a code. It's a Steff 10, and that takes 10% off of your order. But you know, it's just, I kind of wish they would have spread those releases apart. I would have loved to see the Inspired palette maybe in March and then keep this in January. But, you know, I'm not in charge of the brand. They do what they want to do. So if they felt this was right for them, then have at it. I just hope all of you that ordered the palette have received it already. I know shipping took longer than they were expecting because they had just so many orders. An unprecedented amount of orders is what they said. So thank you all, those of you who used my code to shop. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot because it helps me fund my channel and keep doing what I like to do and put out new content for you guys. I like that. I like that a lot. I think that is really pretty. Nice, easy blend. They're not incredibly like pigmented shades to where, you know, only a little bit goes a long way. These are nice buildable shades. That way you can get the depth that you want by just building into it. It's not going to just bam be in your face. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just kind of making sure everything is as even as possible. I like it. With the same brush, I'm going to go in with that red shade called Lennox. We'll focus that out here. Bring a little bit of it on the lid as well. Let me know if, well, by the time you watch this video, the Udenzai collab palettes will have already gone live, as will the Glamlight, the Chucky and Tiff collection. I'm planning to pick both up. I know there's tons of videos already for both, but you know, I wanna make my own. I'm not on their PR lists, and that's okay. I don't mind buying from brands that I really like and I love supporting small business, so definitely be looking out. Hopefully I'll be able to get them both. I know they both launch at the same time, and I'm in the middle of work during that time, so I think I can block out a few minutes to be able to purchase those. I missed out on the Cosmic Brushes release, the Muse palette, because I was just so busy at work that by the time I got a chance to look, or like my alarm went off on my watch, it was 8 minutes too late. It was 11:08 and it had already sold out. So no Muse palette for me, no new Beauty Bay palette, because I don't know what they did. They sent it back to themselves. Maybe there was something wrong with the box, but don't be expecting looks on any of those. I still might buy the Muse palette just because I had a good time with the Serenity palette. When it restocks, I think it should restock, right? So maybe, you know, expect a video, but I mean, it's not going to be anytime soon. Alright, I think we're getting a beautiful blend. I'm liking the way everything is looking. I'm going to do something for the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. The shade is called a 405. I'm going to take that shade on a BKA 504. Now I'm going to go in with some of the NYX glitter primer for the lids. I'm going to use my Morphe M124. Now I think I'm going to go in with this shade and then possibly go down to this shade. So this first shade is called Santa Monica Boulevard. I'm guessing this is in reference to California. Now I'm going to go in with Manhattan Beach. And now I'm going back in with the shade Lennox, the red shade, just to blend. Now I'm going to go in with the matte black on a BH Cosmetics pencil brush. And I'm going to keep that really close to the lash line. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Wilshire. It's like a bone. A matte bone shade. Alright, now for eyeliner, we have all of these eyeliners in here. I don't know that I'm going to use any of them in today's video. I mean, I haven't even opened them and I don't have time to be opening them and swatching them. No, I'm not going to use any of these aligners. What I am going to use though are some new lashes. These lashes right here from BK Beauty and Risa Does Makeup. This is the Stiletto lash. So I'm going to pop off camera. I'll do those. I'll add some mascara. The mascara I'm going to go in with is one of my favorites from Thrive Beauty, Thrive Cosmetics. And then I'll be right back to show you the completed look. Okay guys, so the eye look is complete. I really love the way it turned out. Well, the last thing we need to do is put on some lipstick, and I'm going to be using a lip liner and lipstick combo from Blend Bunny. So this one is in the shade, they didn't have shades, but it's the red one. I'm going to kind of fill in a little bit. And the liquid lipstick is called Like a Pro. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video, a full face of indie makeup brands that I love. I definitely didn't get to include all of the indie makeup brands but I love, but some of these have definitely been well loved in my stash, and I'm loving the way this Valentine's Day look turned out. I hope all of you are having or had an amazing Valentine's Day. Maybe y'all were able to celebrate over the weekend. You guys know the restaurants are going to be so crowded today, but I hope whatever you do, you had a fun time, lots of candy, and lots of hugs and kisses. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see y'all very soon. Bye.